Sorry about that little bit of dead air time. Everything gets a little crazy around here in the studio as usual. I was talking with my guest who happens to be on the line now, the owner of the Real Ting restaurant in Chesapeake, Virginia, where they sell Caribbean cuisine, and her name is Sarah. Sarah, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I am. Thank you.
Okay. Hi. Can you speak up just a little bit?
Yes, ma'am, I sure can.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. He was coming in a little bit low. I've been having some audio issues today. It always happens like that. My show is
Right.
called Murphy's Law. Anything that can happen will happen. So but I'm glad you're here. You're here. You made it. You made it. You're calling in, and you're going to tell us about this restaurant that you have out here in Chesapeake. Tell
Well,
us where's
thank you.
that
The
and
address
what
is
type of food.
1400
Okay.
Kempsville Road, Suite 105 in Chesapeake, Virginia. It's at the corner of Kempsville and Volvo Parkway.
Okay. All right. And so, what inspired you to go ahead and step out into this business owner thing? I mean, I'm pretty sure you didn't. Your restaurant's been open for a year now. So, what were you doing prior to that, and what made you decide to just go ahead and go for it?
Well, prior to that, I was in finance for like 24 years, and I just wanted a change, and I love to eat, and it was something my mom and I had discussed before she passed away, and it was a passion of mine, so I just went ahead and decided to just go for it.
And location.
The 1400 Kempsville Road, Suite 105 in Chesapeake.
No, I
It's
meant as
in
far as
Orchard Square Shopping Center.
well, I mean, was location was it important
It
to you to
was.
find it?
It was. It's a very great location. It's in a shopping center with a farm fresh. So location, of course, is always important. So definitely.
Okay. And so you found this location, you moved in. So how's business been going? How's everything been going there for you?
Well, some days it's okay, and then some days it's slow. So we haven't reached a peak yet where it's like, oh, we're really busy. So we're just going day by day, and you never know which day is going to be busy and which day is going to be slow. So that's the period we're going through right now. And actually, it's only been open since Mother's Day this year.
Okay.
So it's
okay.
kind of new. Yeah, it's kind of still
It's
new.
not even a year yet, huh?
No, ma'am. No, not at all.
So for people who are not familiar with cuisine, Jamaican cuisine, is it Jamaican, Caribbean, or where are you from? Where are your origins from?
Actually, I'm from Guyana, so I'm Guyanese. So it's a
Okay.
Guyanese restaurant. And we do some things a little different. Our menu, everyone in the Caribbean usually do the jerk and the curry and the stew, but we also do homemade, what we call pepper pot and cook up rice. And we make our own drinks, like our sorrel drink, which is really famous, ginger beer, mabi, polari, different, a little bit different. We don't do the red beans and rice. We do the black eyed peas and rice. And we also have been trying something out new, which is our spinach rice, which is really, really good that everybody comes in. I guess, you can taste anytime you come into the restaurant. We believe we're fairly new. We're a little bit different. So I don't mind, giving out tasting to anyone who want to try a sample of our cuisine.
Okay. So
And we do
what do
roti,
you
too.
what's that? I'm not familiar with
Okay.
the different Caribbean meals. I mean,
Right.
my husband is Haiti. Is from Haiti, and
Right.
I am I'm used to the beans and rice, the more Haitian style. But everyone has their own different way of cooking, different types of
Right.
cuisine. So yours
Exactly.
is more African based, because you said
No,
Guyanese.
we're just the
Is that right?
Caribbean base. Yes, Caribbean
Okay.
base.
Okay.
Um, Roti is like a kind of like a naan bread, like the Indian people use, but ours is a little bigger and flat. And a lot of people eat that with their chicken curry. or shrimp curry or beef curry. It's a main thing we eat in the islands almost every day.
Mhm. So
Yes,
the seasonings are very similar to the ones in India.
exactly. And we also make, we do a lot of spices. So we do our own homemade green seasoning where we use a lot of herbs and marinate our food a lot. So it's a lot of healthy. We do like the sorrel that's homemade with a lot of spices in that. And our mabi is made out of a bark with spices. So we do a lot of spices and a lot of green seasoning and marinate, our meat with it. So it gives it a nice flavor.
It's good, healthy eating.
Yes, ma'am. And then we also have something called dal, which is in our islands. It's made with a yellow stick peas, and you boil it in spices, and you put it over rice, and you eat it, and that's really good and healthy for you also. You know, peas and lentils is good stuff.
All right. So, what are some of the most popular meals that people come in and ask for? What are some of
Basic Basically, the jerk and the curry kind of almost go hand. Mostly the jerk, but the curry is right up there too. People seem
them?
to love those two things, and we do a really nice cabbage. So people love that too, and macaroni and cheese, and they have a change for the peas and rice, which we don't use the red kidney beans. We use
Mhm.
black eye, so that's something different to them. So they
Mhm.
really like the change. They're really surprised when they come in that it is black eyed peas and rice. So
Oh,
those are really
really?
are popular. Yes, ma'am, they do. They're like, oh, black eyed peas and rice. Yes, they do like that change. I guess they believe for the new year, the good lucks. I guess they're eating it all the time, so that's good.
Well, I mean, this is the South, and black eyed peas is, a southern, a southern meal. I remember growing up as a kid when my mom would put it on the
Right.
plate. I hated it.
Hmm. Yeah.
I hated
But
any
people are
type of
really
bean.
loving it.
I
Yes, yes.
know.
But
Well,
that's
I've
good for us.
learned
So.
to adapt to being married, to an islander myself. I've
Yes.
learned to adapt to beans. I still haven't
Oh, okay.
adapted to the black eyed peas yet, though. I'm gonna have to
But
try.
it's good
I'm gonna
stuff.
have to try yours.
You would have to, because we do it sometimes plain with just the peas and rice with the coconut. But back home, when we say cook up, it's like putting like everything but a kitchen sink in there. You just put your salted pigtail, you put your beef, you put mackerel if you want to. So that's why they call it cook up, because you put all that stuff in there. But we usually do like the plain one unless someone request that, because not everybody like all those ingredients, but it's just our homemade staple that we do in Guyana. And we also do something called sawfish and bake, which is our breakfast food, and we do it on Saturday because the Guyanese come in and they really like it. So, and that's a dough that's fried, and you have the fish and onions and garlic and tomatoes, and you fry that up, and you can either stuff the bake or you can eat it on the side. So we've been stuffing it, and it seems to be going pretty good.
So you
So
stuff
it's
this
something different
flavored fish in the bread
in the
and
bread. Yes,
fry
ma'am.
it up.
Yes, ma'am. We do.
Wow, that sounds
It's
different.
something different. Yes, like few
Mhm.
things we have on the menu, no one is serving it here, so it's
Okay.
different.
Like what else is on that menu?
Okay.
What else?
Beside well, we also did the other day pepper pot, which is pepper pot fish. So we did that the other day, something new. So we try to do on the weekends. We do oxtail, we do curry goat, and if someone calling a request, we can go ahead and do curry shrimp. Really quick for them. So it's a lot of curry, but we also do pigeon peas and rice, fried fish. Uh, a lot of little different things we try to incorporate because we're new, so we're testing
Mhm.
everything out to see what people really like
Mhm.
to go ahead
Mhm.
and put it on the menu, and they really love the oxtail. That
Oh,
is like
yes,
going on the weekend.
that's a
Yes,
popular dish. And
yes, it is.
oxtails aren't cheap either. They're pretty
Exactly,
expensive.
exactly.
They're
So
pretty
right now,
expensive.
because we're new and not that busy, we do it on Friday and Saturdays. But once the business pick up, we're going to be having everything on the menu every day.
That that sounds good. That sounds
Yes,
really
ma'am.
good. Now,
Thank
you
you.
said that you guys have macaroni and cheese. Now, is it Guyanese style or is it your typical macaroni and cheese?
No, we have
'Cause-
some little secrets that we had to our
okay,
macaroni. So yes, can't tell you everything.
okay,
You
okay.
have to come in and
No,
check
no.
it out.
Because I
Yeah,
know
yeah, it's a
macaroni and
little
cheese
twist
is
to it.
it is. It is.
Yeah, it's a little twist to
Now,
it, but I love macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is anywhere is good. It's my favorite.
it is. It's one of my
Yeah,
favorites too. Well, I
yeah.
mean, give and take. It's very heavy. It's a very heavy meal. It's
Mm-hmm.
definitely not. Um, I call it comfort food. There's certain
Right.
foods you have in the summertime that are light and
Mhm.
kind of don't land on you as hard because you're constantly
Right.
moving in the summertime. And then there's
Right.
wintertime food, which I call the comfort food, the macaroni
Right.
and cheese, the collard greens, and the
Right.
thick heavy stews and meats and
Right.
stuff that when you sit down and after you finish eating them, you just want to go to sleep. And kind of
Oh, right, right. Yeah. People say that now when they come in, because we do give a nice size portion, so they usually have some for later, and they leave saying, "Yeah, I'm about to want to go to sleep." So yeah,
yeah,
we yeah.
definitely don't want to go back to work. Not after eating.
Mm-mm. No.
Not after eating like that.
Def- yeah,
So I
definitely.
I saw the place and I went and took some pictures and stuff. Very nicely decorated. I love the colors. It has that island glow. Then it has the island smell because of the food. When you come in there,
Yeah.
you smell the food right as
Right,
you hit
because
the door.
when you do that, yeah, when you do that curry, that masala and curry powder really catches you. I mean, it even goes out the door without the door being open. People are like, oh, I smell that, and come on in. So when you do all that, the curry definitely brings them in. But we also offering, like if you want to have parties for the holiday or catering, we do have all
Okay,
those. Mhm. We
it's
definitely
a
do.
nice size place too. Um,
It is.
so you can
It,
set a separate area for the for a DJ or you know.
yes, we've had it. We've had DJ. We plan on doing jazz maybe on Friday nights when the business pick up. Maybe Steel Drum karaoke every other Saturday. As soon as we get the customers coming, we would love to do all that because it's very relaxed and place. Mostly when people come in, they say they feel quiet at home and they're there for hours and everything. And eventually we will be doing. We have a bar area, so eventually we'll be selling maybe wine and beer coming up for the new year. So
Okay,
yeah, we plan on doing a lot, to the place. So.
that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
And did you participate in the restaurant week?
No, I did not this year. I was approached, but I said probably next year I will do it. So definitely
But
next year.
I'm pretty sure you got some specials going on there, though,
Oh, we do. Usually, like Monday through Thursday, on one day maybe it could be jerk. We have like a side and an entree for $6. Another day it could be curry, stew, chow mein. Our chow mein is not like the typical Chinese make the chow mein. We do it like how they do the lo mein. So we do our regular,
Oh,
and we do have food for vegetarians like the vegetable chow mein. We also
mhm.
have something called curry chana, which is made with the garbanzo beans and potato for the people that are vegetarian, that want something. The stew is for the people that don't like anything hot. So we're trying to cater to, the population.
Different, yeah, different
Yeah.
styles. I know with me, I
Mm.
can't do anything too spicy or too hot. I
Right.
found that out a couple of years ago at a festival. Completely
well,
wrong way.
well, the stew and the chow mein would be good for you then. Definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes.
Yeah.
The jerk
Um,
chicken. Yeah,
oh,
I
oh
found out
yeah.
about that. And it was good too. I was throwing down
Mhm.
for a minute. till my stomach
Right.
started talking to me, and I'm like, wait a
Oh.
minute, something ain't right.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Some people, they like.